Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Welcome to Ho. Today we are going to manifest more. More is something good. Today we are going to manifest more affection. So each week I wanted to do a day, a segment, I don't know, whatever the heck you want to call it. Yeah, I wanted to do a podcast each week manifesting more good stuff, like on purpose, deliberately, like focusing on getting something good going on in our life. So deliberate, because in our lives, we are like unknowingly all the time just manifesting the stuff that we don't want. We're talking about our problems, which I am going to still do today, but like we're talking about our problems, we're talking about wrongdoings, we're looking at lack, we're just making like mistake on mistake on mistake. It's just like one after the other. And at some point, we have to make a conscious choice to turn the ship around, right? We have to make a decision that, as ridiculous as it seems, we're going to sit down and like just talk about good stuff for a while, or we're going to make intentions, or we're going to say our affirmations. We're going to do things to get the energy flowing in a different direction. So manifest more is our Wednesday theme. And this week we are manifesting more affection. So manifest more affection. So shout out to the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle deck, Enchanted Blossoms by Carla Morrow. This is the deck that is inspiring me this year. So if you're wondering why they're in alphabetical order and, kind of random, like who would have thought to manifest more affection, right? Like you just don't like wake up and think that, But when I got to thinking about it, I was like, yes, that is what I need in my life. I need to feel more affection. I would love to receive more affection, and really just getting the good vibes flowing and getting those real human connections strengthened and created, and just, getting them bonds, baby. So anyways, that is the deck that is inspiring me to do this. Now, last week we did abundance, and I literally had a bazillion cards because so many of my decks had the word abundance on it, or the topic of abundance. It's a big old thing. People definitely want to manifest more abundance. Well, I couldn't really find any cards that had the topic of affection, except for this one by the Enchanted Blossoms. These are the little cards with the sweet dragon butterflies. And it was like so unique to have an oracle card that was focusing specifically on affection. So I thought, well, we could just do this one card. But then I remembered another deck that I had called Whispers of Love. Whispers of Love. Angela Hartfield, she made this deck. She's also the one that made my Ganesha deck. So I love her as an oracle deck creator. But it's called Whispers of Love, and the whole damn deck is nothing but love. like there was a chunk of time over the last 6 months for sure that I couldn't even stand to look at this deck. I mean, I was just like so disgusted with love, But this morning I remembered it, and I thought, you know what? I know that she might not have an affection a card named affection, but I know she's got to have used that word at least once. And I did find the word affection on one of the cards. It was the romance card. And then another card really spoke to me that I've put out on the table today, because what is affection? Affection is you expressing yourself, right? Affection is an expression of love. That's what I feel like it is. It's like if you're feeling grateful, there's a way to express that. If you're feeling all the warm vibes, there's a way to express that. If you're feeling just really hot for someone, there is definitely a way to express that affection. So affection comes in like all shapes and sizes, all types of packages, and there's no wrong way to express affection to the ones that you care about. So anyways, we're going to focus on these 3 cards today, and I think we'll just dive in a little bit. But first I want to tell you that if you're noticing that my voice is strained today, it's because yesterday I had an afternoon that was the polar opposite of affection. I was not having an affectionate afternoon. I was having an afternoon full of rage. You guys, I raged yesterday, and I really did something to one of my vocal cords. So I'm sure like tomorrow I'll be back on track, as long as like I can rest my voice a little bit today. But yeah, something happened to me yesterday that made me pretty much erupt like a volcano. And I have never screamed like that, at least not in my most recent past. I don't know if I've ever screamed like that. I was so angry. And yeah, I'm really kind of paying for it a little bit today, as you can hear. So anyways, it's really interesting now today to be like, all right, new day, right? New day. Time to get back into hopefully feeling love and affection, because Rose is our herb of the week, and she wants us to be loving, and she wants us to be open to love. Rose really wants us to practice forgiveness. I'm laughing because it's like I really like I have so much thank you for all the practice of forgiveness, right? It's just crazy. My journey into forgiveness was challenged yesterday, and I am thankful today to have a time to practice forgiveness. Rose really wants us to encounter love in all of our relationships, right? So it's just perfect that this week we are going to manifest more affection. Manifest more affection, and that's actually our affirmation that says, I give out love and it is returned to me multiplied. That is exactly what affection is. If we want more affection in our life, then all we simply do is start giving it out, right? Start thinking about people that we truly care about, and we give out that affection, and it will be returned to us. Everything is returned to us. That's why it doesn't even trip me up anymore if people are mean and nasty to me, because I know that whatever people put out is returned to them. So I really try to do my best to think, okay, what am I putting out? Will I like it when it gets returned to me? Because it will. It will be returned to me. So today, Rose asks us to allow love to lead the way. Allow love to lead the way in everything that we do. Whew. And I'm trying. I am trying. So I'm sure you're wondering what the hell happened yesterday. Like, oh my God, this girl can't even hardly talk. What made her go crazy? What made her lose her cool? And you guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you because I have never really held back in this podcast. If some shit happens to me, I share it. I dish it out, and it will be good. It'll be good practice for us all to forgive. Because if I tell you what happened, you might be like angry. And it's not that. Now that I've slept on it, it is not the worst thing in the world. It really is not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. All right, so let me get something to drink. Let's do our affirmations so we try to get, let's get a laugh going on, okay? Because I don't want to like give a sob story. I want to give you a story that someday we'll laugh about. All right, so let's get something warm to drink. Think about the message that Rose has for us this week. I'll tell you the shit story, and then somehow from it, we're going to manifest some more affection. Hey, you beautiful lovelies. This affirmation minute is brought to you by the herb of the week, Rose. And shout out to all my sponsors and patrons with your loving support. I appreciate you so much, and I dedicate these all to you. I am loving. I am open to love. I practice forgiveness. I encounter love in all my relationships. I give out love and it is returned to me multiplied. I allow love to lead the way. Yes, I am loving. I am open to love. I practice forgiveness. I encounter love in all my relationships. I give out love and it is returned to me multiplied. And I allow love to lead the way. And so it is. Okay, yeah, we allow love to lead the way, for sure. That's why I had to stop and break for a minute, because I could feel my ego leading me down into the hurt and the anger again. So I was like, no, let's go get something to drink. Let's listen to our affirmations. Let's come at this from a better place. So you're going to get a different version of the story today than you would have got from me yesterday had you have called me in the afternoon and asked how I was doing. If you would have called me yesterday afternoon and asked how I was doing, there is a really good chance that I either would have been crying, like bawling, or screaming my head off. So yeah, that for a few hours yesterday, those were there was some serious emotions pouring out of me. There was some serious raging, there was some serious hurting, serious crying, until I finally said, okay, you don't have to let any more of this in. All you need to do right now is let it out, and I really did. I really just acted like a psycho yesterday, and I'm glad I did. All right, so as you know, my mother-in-law, my daughter's grandmother, passed away Sunday. So she transitioned to non-physical. She had a stroke like a little over a week ago, and the damage was done and she wasn't recovering. So anyways, she passed. Okay, so you already know that, and I've mentioned that a few times. And I've also mentioned some really great things, about how I know she's happy and free now and feeling good out of her body, and she's reunited with her husband. And okay, so yesterday I get the link to the obituary for Josie, and long story short, they did not put my name in it. So I am her daughter-in-law of almost 13 years, and I am the only person on this planet who has brought her biological grandchildren. And yeah, they did not put my name in it. And by they, I mean my husband, right? Because he technically still is my husband, soon to be ex-husband. He decided that to not put my name in it because he said he didn't know if I wanted that. He didn't know if I was okay with my name being beside his in the paper, or he fed me a line of shit. But basically, long story short is I literally, at first I was like, wait, what do you mean my name's not in it? Like, this is an obituary. This isn't time to exclude or cut people out. Like, you just write the names down. Do you know what I mean? Like, you put everybody's name in an obituary. That's the classy standard thing to do. And so at first I was kind of like stunned, like, well, what do you mean? Like I've been part of this family, right? Like, I mean, Josie and I hung out every 4 weeks on the regular because she wanted her hair cut and I cut her hair and then she handed me $15. Like, we had a workable relationship. So I literally freaked out because if anything, I should have been listed as her dedicated hairstylist, right? So yeah, I raged yesterday because once it set in, I was so hurt and offended to not be included, to not be recognized for the role that I have played in this woman's life. Like, I am family. I was part of her family, right? So I'm trying not to cry again because it really did. And I just was so angry. I was just so incredibly furious at the insensitivity, ignorance, and just assholeness that my husband, that he would have done this. Whether in his own demented mind he thought it was because I didn't want to have my name in there. Like, you just want to smack some people upside their fucking heads. You know what I mean? So anyways, on this note, we are going to manifest more affection today. But yesterday, I was crushed. I literally was crushed yesterday. And it really summed up my marriage. Like, as far as like, this is how little he respects and honors what I have done, who I have been. Like, to not put my name in there. So anyways, we had several conversations over the phone where I was furious, and you can tell by my voice I let some things out and it just exploded out of me, and I felt terrible, and I said some things, and then when you're all said and done, you have to let it go, and you have to forgive, and you have to move on, and you have to see it from their perspective. And it just was some shit, though, for real. I definitely raged. I raged hard. And this morning I woke up and I was like feeling kind of bad about that, like, oh wow, maybe why did I overreact to such a degree? And like, he did, after me being furious for however long, he did finally make some phone calls, and I think they like edited it on the website to like throw my name in there, which it felt like nothing. Like, the thing is, it should have just never not been in there, And so it's hard to feel thankful for it to be in there. Like, it's just so stupid. It just was the whole point of it all, just total disrespect. But anyways, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, girl, did you just overreact a little bit? Or like, wow, that was pretty intense. Like, why? And then it was like, well, wait a second. Why was that so intense? Because that was like wow, like, you've been hanging out with Callie Ma again? Like, where the hell did that fire come from? Like, holy God, girl, right? And I thought about it and I was like, yeah, that was so intense, because I literally had my entire marriage pent up, right? It was like building up. I literally was the volcano. This is why I tell everyone to feel their feelings, because I know what happens when you don't. I know what happens when you suppress and try to pretend like you're not angry when you are. that fire never goes away. It just smolders inside of you. And yesterday, with him excluding my name from an obituary that I had every right to be in, it was like he just threw an entire tank of gasoline on that fire that's just been waiting for 13 years to unleash itself. And that's what happened. In a nutshell, that is what happened yesterday. And at the end of the day, I felt like I ran a marathon. I sound like, I don't even know what I sound like today, but it was really, really crazy. And I thought, you know what? Good. I'm glad it's out of me. I'm so thankful today that all of that got dumped out of me, exploded out of me. Because now I feel like a cleaner slate, really. And but yeah, it just really is like ridiculous that like sometimes like you know, all week long I'm like, I'm gonna be his best friend this week. I'm gonna be so supportive. You know, I know we're getting ready to finalize that divorce, but I'm gonna really be there for him. And you know, he just lost his mom, and even though he was a shit son, and you know, it's like I was still gonna like hold his hand today. And then yesterday I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why would my name not be in the obituary? And I know it's just typed words, it's just printed, but it was the whole energetic expression behind, like, I don't know. You tell me, did I freak out over nothing? But it's like, yo, I was in this woman's life for 13 years. I am her daughter-in-law. I gave her 2 beautiful granddaughters and a grandson that she took in as her own too. It's like, you telling me my name shouldn't be on that list of family members? Are you shitting me? Yeah, I completely wigged out. I lost it. And I didn't stop until I was done. And I sat with it, and I made sure like every amber of flame was put out before I called it done. And that's what you should do. I think that's what everyone should do. The emotions that come up this week, feel them in their entirety. The good ones, the bad ones, all of them. Enough half-assing. Enough half-assing. So on that note, let's stop half-assing our affection towards people. Let's start really, really loving people. Let's be willing to express love. Let's be willing to express affection. Because even though I was so angry at him yesterday, I mean so angry at him yesterday, I didn't wake up feeling that anger today. Like, I really did let it go. And I'm back to having compassion and sympathy. And I feel bad for him that he did that to me. Whether he did it maliciously or just stupid, idiotly. I feel bad that he did that. I do. Because you just don't want to be hurting people. You just don't. And yesterday, I honest to God felt genuinely hurt. And I can still feel that today. But that's fine. That's actually fine. What I'm just really thankful for is I let all of the anger go. I let it all go. And I will be the better person for it. So I raged hard for the good. And today I woke up and I'm like, and today I have to manifest more affection. Yep, girl, that's what you got to do. Do you want to always be raging? Hell no. No one has the stamina for that. Like, that takes some serious cardio, okay? That takes some serious cardio and vocal cord work. I mean, shout out to heavy metal singers. I'm impressed because I just had a few moments of it and I'm like paying for it today. What is your secret? How do you scream like that? So maybe I should look into that. If I do start raging on the regular, if I somehow become that, if I become a regular rager, I'm going to need to figure out how those heavy metal singers do it. But what I want to become on the regular is someone who gives and receives affection. So manifest more affection. So we talked about this card half-ass already on Monday because it has a beautiful peachy yellow rose. There's actually three of them. Three roses, one in full bloom, one in half bloom, and then behind the dragon butterfly, a bud with the potential to bloom. So we already got this card on Monday. It is affection, it's got the rose, and that little butterfly dragon is a Reverdin's blue. Reverdin's blue. It's so gorgeous. It really is. It's like an indigo blue. With red eyes, and it's just wonderful. So yeah, today we want to manifest more affection. So let me tell you some other stories this week that were beautiful, okay? Because after the rage hour, probably 2.5 hours, that's a small chunk of what happened to me this week. Even just yesterday, I had many examples of it, expressions of affection in my life. So in my personal life, just hugging my children, loving my children, being kind to the dogs, I would say those are all expressions of affection. When people care for me and they're generous and sweet and thoughtful, it's so nice to receive those affectionate moments. My bestie, Sherry Burkett, texted me yesterday at the end of Rage Hour. She's like, hey, I made you soup and biscuits. Would you like it today or tomorrow? And I'm like, just blown away by her timing, you know what I mean? And of course I wanted it yesterday. But it was like, wait a second, as I am like focusing on something negative in my life, a beautiful friend comes in with her affection for me, her caring for me, her kindness for me, and really just reminded me like that of what truly matters. This morning, just a little bit ago, I just get this random text from my Aunt Diane. I know today's going to be hard for you, so I'm sending hugs. And it was just like so well said, you know what I mean? And that is affection to me. Another one of my best friends right now, Andrew, he knows that I'm going to be at the funeral home tonight from 3 to 8, and he's going to pray extra hard for me from 3 to 8. I mean, it's just things that people say and do that are so filled with the energy of affection. And it's just like inspiring because it feels so good to receive that you want to give it out. And the thing about it is, the only reason I'm receiving that is because I've already given it out. It's a beautiful vicious circle of affection. And that's anything that we talk about. Any of the things that we talk about that we want to manifest. Think of them all as vicious circles. Positively vicious circles, repeating circles, cycles. It's like what you put out, you get back. What you put out, you get back. So if you want more love, put out more love. If you want more affection, put out more affection. If you want more trust, start trusting. If you want more romance, take this step and be the first one. You know what I mean? Whatever you want in your life, put it out and it does get returned to you. So yes, roses, our herb of the week, rose. Roses have been a symbol of affection throughout history. Recorded history, and before, beyond. The rose is where it's at. Yesterday we talked about how roses are, of course, associated, not yesterday, Monday, with Valentine's. And back in Victorian days, there was truly the language of flowers, right? not just roses, but all flowers. Like if you would give a flower, it would say like whether we were best friends or I wanted to get in bed with you. Like depending on the color of that flower or the type of flower, it said a lot. Like right now with grieving of a loved one, they may have given rosemary for remembrance, or a white rose for purity or something, right? So that we were talking about this Monday that, excuse me, I didn't even try to not cough in here with that. Roses were always held in high regard as a beloved symbol of love, and they just were incredible. But like what was really cool was like red roses were for love. Yellow was friendship. It would signify friendship or closeness toward the receiver. So yeah, every color, whether you were comrades or deep adoration, you could express yourself with these colors of the flowers, which is, it intrigues me, because how did people know that? It was like tradition, word of mouth. There was no internet. How did people know this? Because they practiced it. Flowers were a big thing. So when talking about affection, right? So this is a perfect color rose, this yellow peachy color rose, right? This closeness that you have towards somebody, affection. Think about those you feel great warmth toward. So it's like, yeah, those warm fuzzies, feelings of love, feelings of happy, joy, warmth. Yeah. Think about the people in your life that you feel great warmth. They warm your heart. They warm your soul. They're your light. They're your love. They're your best friend. They're just so sweet. You love to have them in your life. They're children. They're joyful, right? It's so easy to have affection towards children. Think about how easy it is to kiss a baby's cheeks. That's the one. I don't miss like a lot of things about having babies, like diapers and sleepless nights, you know what I mean? But those chubby cheeks, I miss them chubby cheeks, absolutely, because they're just so fun to kiss and be affectionate towards, because you had warmth in your heart towards them. So when you think about the people that you feel great warmth toward, this could be family or your friends or anyone in your life you feel affection for. So when we look in the guidebook here for Enchanted Blossoms, it says, is there a friend you haven't heard from in a while, or a family member who could use a quick phone call? So as you're thinking about the people that you love to have in your life, is there someone in your life that you haven't really connected with lately? Take a moment to reflect on someone you feel genuine and sincere fondness toward, and reach out to them. Let them know how you feel. So I feel like it feels so good to tell someone when you're loving them, to tell someone when you appreciate them, to tell someone exactly how you're feeling. Like, I could not imagine my life without you. I appreciate you so much. You literally have been a light in my life. They don't make a friend better than you. I adore you so much I could kiss your face off. Right? Think about the people that you really, truly love, appreciate, adore, honor, value. Think about these people in your life and ask yourself, have you told them lately? If not, make today that day that you're going to reach out to somebody. If you have a favorite cousin or an aunt and you love them, you have affection toward them, but you haven't told them in a while or even checked in to see if they're doing okay. Think about the power that you have to uplift another. just with a simple act of reaching out and showing affection. And that does not have to be physical. You don't have to kiss their chubby cheeks. Really, your cousin might not appreciate that. But he may appreciate a phone call, right? Let them know how you feel. We get so caught up in our daily lives that we often lose contact with people who matter to us. Be the one to instigate the reunion. Get in touch with those you adore and be ready to receive that affection in return. So yeah, be the one to take the initiative to reach out and yeah, just see what you can do today. See what you can do today, love worker, affection worker. What are you inspired? And that's the thing. It's not like, oh, I should call Sally. No, like, oh, hey, Sally. I do have a listener named Sally. I love you. I don't know. I just picked a random name. You don't want to do things out of obligation. You want to do things from an inspired place, right? You don't just want to text somebody every morning because you think you have to. You should want to. Only do it if you want to do it. So affection should be something done from a heart-centered place, that place of warmth, and it should be inspired. You should really want to do it. If you want any genuine trueness behind your actions, you should come at it with a sincere heart. Yeah, be genuine. Only do things because you want to do them. So today, think of somebody that you really would like to hear from. You really would like to connect with and reach out. And so, yeah, don't do it from a place of obligation. Do it from a place of adoration. Think about someone you truly adore and, yeah, and respect and love and cherish, and reach out to them today. So there is a question at the bottom of this guidebook. It says, who do I know has great affection for me, and how does that make me feel? So this is like a beautiful, perfect, let's do this journal prompt, okay? This would be a great journal prompt. If not, we can just talk it out too. So who do I know who has great affection for me? So think of someone. Who do you know who has such great affection for you? And how does that make you feel? The very, very person that pops into my head is my friend Lorraine Hillard. She is one of my best friends. She's my neighbor. She's my mother's sister. Just bestie. She's 40 years older than me, exact. And she has great affection for me and my family, everyone. But she loves me. I mean, I thought of her before I thought of my own mom. Sorry, Mom. But Lorraine literally has so much affection towards me. She has even thanked my mother and tells me to thank my mother all the time for bringing me to her. She's like, thank you for carrying this child. She wants all the time. She's like, please thank your mother for delivering you, for bringing you into this world so that I could have you so I could have another daughter. That's what she says to me. She's like, tell your mother I said thank you for bringing you here so I can have another daughter. She loves me like her daughter. I'm going to make myself cry. What the hell? And it's this woman's unconditional love for me that has been such an incredible role model of how to give affection, like of how to love somebody. So how does that make me feel? Well, overwhelmed, obviously, just with love. And it makes me feel hopeful for the world too, you know, that like if one person can make another person feel this good, if we could all just do that, like just today, just reach out to one person, and may that one person be inspired to reach out to one person. Like if we can just get this like affection train going on, right? Like let's let affection be contagious. Let's let kindness and warmth and compassion and caring and love be contagious. Let's get this affection going. All right, I'm going to take a break and yell at my dogs. I'm not feeling the affection when my dogs bark. All right, so that is manifest more affection. What can you do today to reach out? Because what you put out, you're going to get back. And if you can't think of somebody that you want to reach out to right away, think of someone who has great affection for you and think about how that makes you feel, that this person loves and adores you so much. And you're going to conjure this feeling within you, and you need to have somewhere to direct that feeling. So it'll be easy then. It'll be easy then for you to pass it on. And maybe you should just pass it on to that person who loves and adores you. You know, I think after this podcast, I'll probably give my sweet Lorraine a phone call. Absolutely. So anyways, that is manifest more affection. So thank you, Enchanted Blossoms. Thank you, Reverend's Blue. Beautiful little dragon butterfly. So as I was going through this Whispers of Love deck, I did find one card with the word affection, and it was the romance card. And it says, lavish the one that you love with all your personal attention and affection. So here we have a couple who's like ballroom dancing on the bottom of the ocean. That's the only way I can describe it, because she's like a nature deva. And it's just lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. So that's what affection is, your personal attention. You're focusing and directing all of your energy in that one moment towards that one person, and that's why it feels so good. That's why it feels so good. And if we want more of it, then all we got to do is give it out, and we will manifest more affection because we give more affection. So spoiler alert, that's how you manifest more of anything you want. You give it out in the first place. And the second card that I chose is be willing to express love. Because, yeah, that is what affection is, an expression of love. So be willing. Be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. And this is another beautiful ocean deva, a young deva, who's looking into a conch, like a big old seashell. And, oh, there's a little teeny weeny mermaid in the seashell. I almost didn't see that. And she is expressing love, and then she will be feeling more love. So express more love to your friends. Express more love to your family. Express more love to your lovers. Express more love to people that you're just shopping with at the grocery store. Express more love, and you will begin to receive more love. Express more affection, and you will then receive and manifest and receive more affection. All right, so for shits and giggles, we're going to pull 2 more cards from this Whispers of Love deck, just to see what else the affectionate energies want to bring into us. We want to manifest more affection. What would you like to say on that? Let's see. And we'll see if it has anything to do with affection at all. We'll see if I can work it in. I mean, shits and giggles are fun, you guys. It's really fun. Okay. affection. What you got for me? All right, we got one poking up in the center. And I'll do top and bottom. All right, and then I'll put this deck aside. Because for shits and giggles, yesterday for Tarot Tuesday Tarot, when I was done recording the podcast yesterday, I thought, you know what? I am going to pull some cards from the Herbal Tarot just to see what else it has to say. And I posted them on Instagram, and it was kind of funny. So sometimes you just got to do things in the name of shits and giggles. and today we're doing everything in the name of love. This week we are doing everything in the name of Rose. And today we are manifesting more affection. So let's see which one of those cards. I have them laid at the bottom, the middle one that was jumping up in the middle, and then top at the left and bottom at the right. This will be a beautiful layout regardless, because this deck is gorgeous. The Whispers of Love, and I love the affection, dragon, butterfly. So let's see which one was jumping up. Ooh, all right. The one that was jumping up was receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Ooh. That's so good. I love this because it's like when someone shows you affection, the best thing you can do is receive it with love. Because when you receive something lovingly, like with thanks, oh my gosh, thank you so much, and you just take it in and you really truly do love it and appreciate it and are grateful, that way that you receive is a way of showing your love back at that person. That's why it's so important to receive gifts. When someone makes you something, receive it. If somebody wants to just buy you something to be nice, receive it. Thank them. Bring that gift into you. They're giving it to you. Accept it. Allow it. The worst thing that you can do to somebody who's giving you a gift is say, oh no, you shouldn't have. Do you feel me scowling down upon you? Because you're rejecting their love pretty much. They are buying you that mother trucking gift because they love you. They adore you. They want to show you affection. So receiving something lovingly is a way of showing love. It's the best way. So next time somebody gives you a gift or a compliment, receive it lovingly. You look beautiful today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you telling me that. Okay, how often does someone give you a compliment and you go, oh, this old thing, or oh no, I look horrible today. Come on, y'all. If you want to give that love back to the person who's trying to show you affection, receive the gifts. Receive the compliments, receive the affection, the attention, the adoration. Receive it lovingly. Receive it lovingly. And then in that way, you are showing them love as well. Ooh, that was a good card. That was a good card, honey. All right, now on the top is miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So I'm going to go back to my friend Lorraine, because she often says to me, we don't know how God is working, honey. So if I'm ever having like a problem with somebody or something, or I just can't understand why someone would do something a certain way, she'll say, we don't know how God works. We don't know. You know, she just reminds me that everything has its gift. Everything is working out. Everything is the way it is for a reason. And we might not understand why somebody is a certain way or does something a certain way. And she just always is so sweet to remind me that I don't know their journey, and I don't know how God works, and I don't know how God is working. So miracles and blessings. I am miracle-minded. I am blessed. Everything has its gift. So even yesterday, my hour and a half rage hour, It was probably like 2 hours. But anyways, everything has its gift. Yeah, that was pretty intense and exhausting. And, there was a lot of obvious negatives to that. But what was the gift for me? The gift was release. The gift was emptying out the past. The gift was just allowing that poison to get out of my body. I vented, I fumed, I erupted all that resentment. And it wasn't just about the obituary. I mean, all that resentment that laid in there for 13 years is out of me. I can literally say, I'm done with this marriage. I'm done being angry. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you. That truly is a gift because it's going to end. It's ending. So you might as well not be harboring negativity. So miracles and blessings are at hand. And, to tie this into affection, when you reach out to that person that you're going to today, that you're inspired to today, you literally will be blessing them. And you very well may indeed seem to be like a miracle to them. It could be the miracle that they need. They could be feeling very lonely or unappreciated, or, you don't know what they need because you haven't reached out. So, you reaching out, they could be in a really good place, and you could just be an extra blessing that just confirms to them that this is a beautiful world, that all is well. You will be the miracle and the blessing when you share your affection. So very interesting card just to come through, reminding us that everything has its gift. Just look for it. All right, and our final card today, thanks for hanging out, is actions speak loudly. Yes, they most certainly do. So this is a beautiful Earth Deva riding on the back of an eagle, just in that beautiful sky as the sun starts to rise, with morning glories in her hair, daisies. She wears a pantsuit of daisies, and she's just soaring over the land. So actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. High five to this deck. That is like perfect. As you're feeling your warm feelings towards the people in your life that you love so dearly, enjoy that feeling, love that feeling, milk that feeling. Tell them how you feel. But remember, your actions speak very loudly. They really, really do. So if you could be willing to express love, okay, if you could be willing to express your love, just take the initiative today to have inspired action. Think of somebody. And you know what? Yeah, like we're trying to think of somebody just for the exercise or practice of it. But when it happens spontaneously in your life, like someone just pops into your head for whatever reason, that's a cue from spirit. That's a little indication from the universe. Like you just didn't randomly think about that person for no reason, okay? You thought of them because that's your nudge to reach out to them. So when you start to think of people like, oh, I thought of Susie, then call Susie. Give her a call. Do something for Susie. Your actions speak loudly. But it's like, sometimes, have you ever had that experience that like you thought of somebody, but then you didn't act on it, and then like, I don't know, they died or something happened to them, or you're like, oh my gosh, I even just thought of them the other day. Yeah, well, think about what would have happened like if you would have followed your intuition and thought of them and then reached out to them and expressed your affection to them. Like they might actually really need you right now. Just saying. So anyways, that's our manifest more affection. Be willing to express love. lavish the ones that you love with your personal attention and affection, right? Everything has its gift. So whenever you receive gifts, receive them with love and appreciation. Okay, really, when others are willing to express their love and affection to you, receive it and return that love with your warm reception. Okay? Actions speak loudly. So make your thoughts affectionate. Make your words affectionate. Make your touch affectionate. Make your hugs extra warm, right? A little, hold on a little longer, okay? You don't need to rush affection. What we need to do is manifest more affection. So on that note, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you feel my warmth and my affection, like truly. I'm glad you are not feeling my rage. I hope you never feel my rage. So anyways, be willing to express love today best you can in many ways. I'm excited at the prospect of thinking about you reaching out to people, and I'm really excited about following my intuitive hits when I'm inspired to do that. I think that's what we need more of in the world, and I definitely think that's what we need more of in our life. So think about what you want in your life and manifest more of it. And I really do hope that affection is up there with the best of them, of the best of the things that you want to manifest in your world. Affection. It just is truly one of the sweetest sweetnesses in life. And when we are able to have that with others, friends, families, coworkers, I'm not joking about them people at the grocery store, you guys. That's a golden opportunity to connect with humanity. Next time you're at the grocery store, talk to people, compliment people, say hello, make jokes in the aisles, smile, laugh. The grocery stores are our new, community markets. Let's get it feeling more affection. Woo! I love you. That was good. Thanks for hanging out.